What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is the Purdue game preview. That's right, we are opening up Big Ten play on the road at West Lafayette. We're going to learn a lot about this team this week, in my opinion. Now, is Purdue the best barometer in the world? No, they're not. Is this a loaded roster? No, it isn't. But what this is a conference road game against a damn good coach, in my opinion. And with the road woes we've had, like against Maryland and Minnesota, I don't really think we can overlook anybody. And this is, without a doubt, going to be the first real test of the 2025 season. So guys, before we do get into it, if you are enjoying the videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I do want to thank Underdog for sponsoring today's video. Guys, Underdog is your one-stop shop for daily fantasy sports. I've honestly had a ton of fun making my picks over there, and now you can join me. Head over to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app. The link is in the description. And all you have to do is play $5 and you will get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with my code BLADE. We got Thursday Night Football tonight, Green Bay against Washington. And for my picks, I have Josh Jacobs to have a receiving or rushing touchdown. I have Jaden Daniels to have less than 227.5 passing yards. Jordan Love to have more than 227.5 passing yards. And I do have Debo to have more than 54.5 receiving yards. So again, guys, sign up using my code BLADE. Play $5 and you will get $50 in bonus funds. So hopefully you will join me in having a blast over at Underdog. So thank you again to Underdog for sponsoring the video. Now let's get into it. All right, so let's meet Purdue. And we're going to dive in and meet the head coach. It is, of course, head man Barry Odom. He comes over from UNLV, did a fantastic job over there. He was, of course, Jade Mayava's head coach in 2023, so very interesting parallel there. Coach Odom spoke very highly of Jaden this week, said he has all the love in the world for him. And he also did say that he hates having to play against him, which I can only imagine trying to scheme to get after a guy you really love and care about. That probably does feel a little icky, so I do get it. There's also another familiar face as offensive coordinator Josh Henson just came over from USC this offseason. And when you watch this offense, you're going to see a lot of familiar stuff. Like, this is a very USC-y offense, obviously with Coach Henson being there. Now, this roster is entirely new for the 2025 season. 50-plus new players, absolutely crazy, although that is becoming more normal in today's day and age. Another interesting tidbit about this game, they're going to be honoring the 2000 Big Ten championship team. So Drew Brees is going to be there. A lot of those guys are going to be on the field. So just another added thing that's going to make this game feel a little bit bigger. But heading over to meet the Boilermaker offense, they are led by quarterback Ryan Brown. He's off to the best start a Purdue quarterback has had since 2004 with Kyle Orton. That's a name I haven't thought of in a while. Remember him on some of those Bears teams. But yeah, Ryan Brown's a pretty good quarterback. He's very calm, he's very accurate, and he can run a little bit. But without a doubt, this offense is led by running back Devin Mockabee. 46 carries, 185 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the year so far. Very explosive, very physical, a very good blocker as well. This is going to be the guy that we have to shut down if we want to dominate this Boilermaker offense. They're going to give him the ball early and often. Circle him, highlight him, know him. He is the key player on this offense without a doubt. They actually have a pretty impressive wide receiver duo of Armad Branch and our old friend Michael Jackson III. I remember watching him burst onto the scene in that 2021 spring game with Jackson Dart. I thought Mike Jag was going to be the next star receiver at USC, and I definitely think that he could have been if he just got more opportunities, especially in that 2023 season. Don't know what happened to put him in the doghouse. There were so many things off with that team, but yeah, happy to see him playing here at Purdue. He's playing pretty well. He's caught a touchdown. He's had some big plays for them, and we obviously know what to expect from Michael Jackson. He's a bubble screen monster, he's a run after catch monster, and he's a very physical guy. And Armad Branch, this kid is the real deal. He's a very good receiver, very explosive, can get downfield in a hurry, can absolutely take the top off the defense. If we're having communication issues and we're busting coverages, this kid is going to make us pay. And Ryan Brown can get the ball there. So the communication, the coverage, everything has to be tightened up this week. We cannot be giving up any more bombs. Now, looking at the tight end position, this is not a team that really uses the tight end. Their starter has 3 catches through the first 2 games, so don't think we need to be too hung up on what they're doing with that position. And offensive line-wise, they are a better pass-blocking unit than they are run-blocking. And if there is a weakness on this offensive line, it's definitely the tackle position. Both sides, left and right. They got bull rushed a few times against Southern Illinois, so I think our ends could be in a position to have a huge day. Anthony Lucas, Cam Fountain, Braylon Shelby, those guys are going to be firing off the ball and giving those tackles a hell of a hard time. So if there's any major spot to exploit on this Purdue offense, it's definitely the tackle position. All right, now flipping over and meeting the Purdue defense. The defensive coordinator is Mike Shear. He followed Coach Odom from UNLV. The base defense here, very similar to ours, is going to be a 4-2-5. However, they move and shift constantly. They're going to blitz from every single position, every single angle. You're not going to know who's coming and who's going. There's a lot of disguised coverages. They'll drop a defensive end into coverage and they'll bring the mic on a blitz. There's just unique blitzes coming from every single part of the field. You have to be aware of all 11 players. Outside corner, nickel, safety. Everybody's eligible to come for the quarterback in this defense. And the main thing this defense is designed to do is confuse the quarterback. Now, Jaden Mayava went up against this defense every single day in practice, so he will have some familiarity with it. I think he might know what to expect. Now, they'll obviously put in some different wrinkles. They're not just going to do what he knows and expects, obviously. But he did get a crash course in what they do on the defensive side of the ball, so that is an advantage for us, in my opinion. And you're also going to see a lot of shifting pre-snap. A lot of guys getting over in different gaps, linebackers coming up, dropping, not showing you what they're doing pre-snap. It's very hard to get a read on what the call is going to be. So that's something to watch for as well. Defensive back Taj Rael is the most important player on this Purdue defense. He lines up everywhere. He's a complete Swiss Army knife. He's leading the team in tackles. So far in the year, he has 33 snaps down in the box. He has 21 at nickel, 50 at free safety, and he even has 3 on the defensive line as a pure blitzer. So he is absolutely someone to know. And speaking to the sacks and how they come from everywhere, at least 7 Boilermakers have at least half a sack. So that just goes to show you they're bringing guys from every single direction. We can't allow free rushers. We have to communicate on the offensive line. We have to look for tells. But most importantly, Jaden has to trust his pocket. Like a few times last week, he had an ocean of space, a beautiful pocket to step up into. And for whatever reason, he just bailed. So this week, we need him to trust his offensive line because I think they're going to do a damn good job. But when you have so many moving pieces, blitzing corners, blitzing nickels, you can't be getting out of the pocket unless you absolutely have to, because that's just a recipe for disaster. Watching the Purdue defense last week against Southern Illinois, at times I was very surprised how easily they were able to run the ball on Purdue. So in this one, I would look for SC to have a heavy dose of the run game, like we should in any game with our current roster, if we're being honest. We have very good running backs, a pretty good run blocking line. Let's use it. But let's move over to G's Keys, and then we'll get into the score prediction. So for the offense, I have the same exact 2 as last week. The first one is keep it clean. Don't turn the ball over. Don't have stupid penalties that stall drives. Put this game away and do it early. Do not give them belief. Do not give them energy. Come out and be ruthless. Be efficient. Put the ball in the end zone. And key number 2, run. Just like we talked about. Pound the ball against this team. Wear them down. Play a Big Ten style of football. Get after it in the trenches. Let Wayman Jordan do his thing. Let Eli Sanders pop a big one. No excuse to not be pounding the ball in this game. And flipping over to the defense, also carrying over from last week, linebacker improvement. Desmond Stevens has not been good enough up to this point in the season. He has to get it together, and he has to play well. Because, guys, I went back and watched Jaden Walker's breathing down his neck. Jaden Walker is playing a Big Ten style of linebacker right now. He's flying around with his hair on fire. He's hitting guys. He's filling the hole. He's doing all the things that you need to do at that position. So if Desmond does not start to play better, he might be in danger of losing that starting job. So let's see Desmond come out and play as well as we all know he can. That kid is so damn talented. Let's see him have a breakout performance for the 2025 season. And then key number 2 is discipline. Last week, we had none of it. Hands to the face over and over and over again. Absolutely unacceptable. That's one of the stupidest and overall laziest penalties you can get in this sport. Sometimes holding happens. Sometimes a face mask happens. But like Lincoln talked about this week, hands to the face, if you get your hand up there, they're not going to call it. It's when you keep it there and keep pushing is when the flag comes out. So absolutely inexcusable. Don't want to see any of that this week. So yeah, I want to see a much more disciplined defense. And guys, those were G's Keys. Now let's get to the score prediction. All right, so USC is currently a 20.5 point favorite over the Boilermakers. And I do not think we cover in this game. For whatever reason, maybe it's the first road trip. Maybe it's the feeling that Purdue is pretty much the Oregon State of the Big Ten. It just feels like weird shit kind of happens there sometimes. I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people imagine. I really hope I'm wrong. I think this is just my USC fan paranoia starting to set in, but I have us winning 27-14. Not very convincing, but getting that first road conference win, not counting UCLA, of course. I think that'll be a big deal. And I don't think winning like that would make a lot of people happy. But getting that monkey off the back, getting the first true road win in conference, starting out the year 1-0 in conference play, a win's a good thing all around. So yeah, I do have it being closer. I'm sure a lot of you are going to disagree with that in the comment section, but yeah, make sure you let me know your score predictions down below. Very curious to see where you guys stand with this. And yeah, that is going to do it for this game preview. If you guys did happen to enjoy it, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys being here. You're all awesome. And as always, take care and fight on. Beat the Boilermakers.